Hey lovely people, welcome to my channel. This is my journey to motherhood. Today I want to go through my fertility test results. So in my last video I mentioned that the fertility specialist requested some fertility tests. So I finally got my fertility test results back. And today I want to walk you through my actual results, what they meant, how I felt, and what happens next in my IVF journey. My results brought back a mix of relief, surprise, and honestly a bit of frustration. Some of the results were hopeful, some meant delays that I wasn't expecting, and one thing really upset me more than I thought it would. Most of the results came back really positive, and hearing this was such a relief. I didn't have to do another cervical screening because the one that I had done previously was still valid. That was good. My general vaccinations were all up to date as well. So in many cases, my body was considered baby ready. But there was just one thing I wasn't immune to: varicella or chickenpox. This meant that I needed to get a booster vaccine. Now, medically, this seems straightforward, but emotionally, this really upset me because the vaccine comes in 2 doses, 1 month apart, and then you have to wait another month before starting fertility treatment after the 2nd dose. So suddenly, I was looking at a delay. I had really hoped things would move faster. But again, this journey keeps teaching me the same lesson: patience. It's not my strongest trait, but I was learning and I am still learning. Another surprise was that my vitamin D and iron levels were actually very low, dangerously low, which is more common than people realize, especially for women. So I had started some supplements and I just began adjusting my diet as well. It was just another reminder that preparing for pregnancy isn't just about fertility, it's about your general health. Another part of the process that I hadn't fully expected was counseling. So the clinic requires patients to attend counseling sessions before treatment. There were 2 mandatory sessions and then ongoing access if you needed support. They say it's free, and technically it is, but considering the overall cost of IVF, I would say it's included rather than free. But honestly, it was really valuable. I learned a lot of expectations, emotional preparation, and realities of treatment. It made me feel more prepared, not just medically, but also mentally. One of the biggest reliefs was my ovarian reserve. It was considered really good. I was 34 at the time. Hearing that felt incredibly reassuring. My pelvic ultrasound did show a small fibroid, but the specialist wasn't concerned at all because of where it was located. It was also, they didn't think that it would affect anything. It was really small. So structurally and hormonally, everything looked healthy. There was just one practical reality I had to face though. Because I did not have any fertility issues, I wasn't eligible for Medicare assistance with treatment. So this meant that I had to pay the full IVF costs myself, out of pocket. And that's something many people don't realize. Access and eligibility can vary a lot depending on diagnosis. So at this stage, everything was essentially baby ready except for one vaccine delay. It wasn't the timeline that I had imagined, but it was still progress. This journey kept reminding me that sometimes you are ready, but life just says, you know what, you can wait a little bit. So basically those were my results, and Next, we will get to the vaccination, the waiting period, and the next steps toward treatment. If you want to follow this journey with me, the real, the honest, emotional, and practical sides, please subscribe to my channel and stay with me. And please feel free to put any comments down below and any questions. Thank you.